The real estate world is no stranger to change, but March 2024 ushered in a seismic shift. The National Association of Realtors agreed to a landmark settlement. This settlement is a game-changer for buyers and sellers alike. It promises to reshape the way we navigate real estate transactions. For years, the industry has operated under a certain set of rules. Commissions, fees, and the overall process have remained relatively consistent. This settlement disrupts the status quo. It introduces a new era of transparency and potentially significant savings for consumers. Critics argued that traditional real estate practices inflated costs for buyers and sellers. The settlement aims to create a more equitable playing field. This is not just a minor adjustment, it's a fundamental shift in how real estate is bought and sold. For buyers, the settlement is a breath of fresh air. It introduces the potential for substantial savings, making homeownership more attainable. One of the most significant changes is increased transparency around buyer-agent commissions. Previously, these commissions were often bundled into closing costs, making it difficult for buyers to understand the true breakdown of expenses. The settlement mandates clear disclosure of these fees. This empowers buyers to negotiate better deals and potentially save thousands of dollars. The settlement also addresses other buyer-related costs. These can include administrative fees, processing charges, and other miscellaneous expenses that can quickly add up. By increasing transparency and competition in these areas, the settlement aims to drive down costs across the board. For first-time buyers, these savings can be the difference between owning a home and continuing to rent. Even for seasoned buyers, the opportunity to save money is always welcome. They can shop around for the best deals, compare services, and negotiate from a position of strength. While much of the focus has been on buyer benefits, sellers also stand to gain from the NAR settlement. The changes brought about by the settlement can lead to faster sales, reduced stress, and ultimately, more money in their pockets. One of the key areas where sellers benefit is in the realm of commission fees. The settlement encourages greater competition among real estate agents, potentially leading to lower listing commissions. This means sellers get to keep more of their hard-earned equity when they sell their homes. Beyond commissions, the settlement promotes a more efficient and streamlined transaction process. This benefits sellers by reducing the time their homes spend on the market. A faster sale translates to less time dealing with showings, negotiations, and the uncertainty that comes with selling a property. Sellers now have a clearer understanding of all fees associated with selling their homes. This leads to smoother transactions, reduced costs, and ultimately, a more positive experience for everyone involved. At the heart of the NAR settlement lies the contentious issue of real estate commissions. Traditionally, these fees have been a significant expense for both buyers and sellers. The settlement aims to address concerns about the lack of transparency and potential for inflated commissions. One of the most significant changes is the requirement for greater transparency around buyer-agent commissions. Previously, these fees were often bundled with other closing costs, making it difficult for buyers to understand the true cost. The settlement mandates that these fees be clearly disclosed, empowering buyers to negotiate and compare rates. The settlement also encourages unbundling of services. This means that instead of paying a single commission fee, buyers and sellers can choose to pay for specific services a la carte. This allows for greater flexibility and cost savings, as consumers can opt out of services they don't need or find more affordable alternatives. Some experts predict downward pressure on commission rates as competition among agents intensifies. Buyers and sellers are now in the driver's seat, empowered to negotiate the best possible deals. Closing costs, those unavoidable expenses associated with finalizing a real estate transaction, can often feel like a financial hurdle for buyers and sellers. The good news is that the NAR settlement brings positive changes to this aspect of the process as well. The settlement's emphasis on transparency extends to closing costs. Buyers and sellers now receive more detailed and itemized breakdowns of all fees associated with their transactions. This eliminates surprises at the closing table and allows for better budgeting and planning. The settlement also tackles the issue of junk fees. These are often hidden or unnecessary charges added to closing costs, inflating the overall expense. By scrutinizing and potentially eliminating these fees, the settlement aims to reduce the financial burden on buyers and sellers. This makes the final step of a real estate transaction smoother and less stressful. Section 6. Savings in Action, Real-World Examples of the Settlement's Impact. While the NAR settlement's long-term effects are still unfolding, we can already see its potential to generate significant savings for buyers and sellers. Let's explore some real-world scenarios to illustrate the impact. Imagine a young couple purchasing their first home for $400,000. Under the traditional system, they might have paid a 6% commission, with 3% going to the buyer's agent and 3% to the seller's agent. This translates to $24,000 in commission fees alone. With the increased transparency and competition fostered by the settlement, the couple might be able to negotiate a lower commission rate, say 5%. This would save them $4,000 in commission fees. Additionally, by carefully reviewing and potentially challenging junk fees during closing, they could save an additional $1,000. Consider a homeowner selling their property for $800,000. In the past, they might have accepted a standard 6% commission structure, resulting in $48,000 in commission fees. However, with the settlement's emphasis on unbundling services, the seller could choose to work with an agent who offers a lower listing commission, perhaps 2%. Section 7. Expert Insights, Industry Voices on the Future of Real Estate. The NAR settlement has sparked widespread discussion and debate within the real estate industry. Experts and professionals alike are weighing in on its potential impact and the future of the market. Many industry leaders view the settlement as a positive step towards greater transparency and consumer empowerment. They believe it will force agents to become more competitive and innovative in their service offerings. This in turn could lead to a more dynamic and responsive real estate market. This settlement is a wake-up call for the industry, says Barbara Corcoran, real estate mogul and investor on Shark Tank. Agents who are willing to adapt, embrace technology, and provide exceptional value to their clients will thrive in this new environment. However, some voices express concerns about the potential for unintended consequences. Despite differing viewpoints, there is a general consensus that the settlement marks a significant turning point for the real estate industry. Section 8. A Market in Transition, Long-Term Effects of the NAR Settlement. The NAR settlement is not just a temporary blip on the radar, it's a catalyst for long-term transformation in the real estate market. As the dust settles, we can anticipate several key trends emerging in the years to come. The settlement's emphasis on transparency and consumer choice will likely fuel greater competition among real estate agents and service providers. This competition will drive innovation as businesses seek to differentiate themselves and attract clients in a more crowded marketplace. Technology will play an even more prominent role in real estate transactions. We can expect to see a surge in online platforms and tools that empower consumers to research properties, compare services, and manage aspects of the buying and selling process digitally. Real estate agents will need to evolve their roles to remain relevant and valuable to clients. They will need to become more specialized, offering tailored services that cater to specific client needs. Data analysis, marketing expertise, and negotiation skills will be highly sought-after attributes. The real estate market is entering a period of exciting, albeit uncertain, change. Section 9. The Bottom Line. A Brighter Future for Buyers and Sellers. The NAR settlement represents a watershed moment in the real estate industry. By promoting transparency, competition, and consumer choice, the settlement paves the way for a more equitable and efficient marketplace. For buyers, the settlement offers the potential for significant savings, making homeownership more attainable. Increased transparency around commissions and closing costs empowers buyers to make informed decisions and negotiate better deals. Sellers also benefit from the settlement's provisions. Lower commission fees, faster transactions, and a more streamlined process translate to a less stressful and potentially more profitable selling experience. The future of real estate is bright, and both buyers and sellers stand to benefit from the positive changes on the horizon.